Streaming baseball. Whoa!
Baseball is streaming Tony Pizarro.
Whoa!
My brain.
My leg.
Oh, they got Dave Moody next to him.
The Tony.
You know, I didn't know until recently that Rusty Wallace was doing MRN now, and he's actually not bad.
Well,
Yeah.
and also, he has to describe what's happening, so he doesn't run out of things to say and just fall into right nows and saying stupid shit that we already knew.
That's why, honestly, radio is more entertaining to listen to for me. So I wish, like the Indians postseason games, I always have the our local radio guys, and they're always way more exciting.
If I were you, I would listen to the opposing team's radio guys so you can taste the butthurt.
Right, when the Indians are getting swept in the division series.
Well, I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
By the way, I sent you a great Madden clip.
I will check it out since we are under question. I wish I could see the end of that clip.
Where the guy snaps the disc in half?
Well, like, does he carry the ball all the way to the end zone?
Probably.
Where did you find this?
Taku.
Who?
Taku.
Oh, all I heard was Taku. I'm like, what?
Takumi!
Hello, Sakura! Ah!
So, Tony, when's the next AI race?
Never.
What?
Ooh.
What is that bullshit? Friday! I said we run it right the fuck now.
Fuck it. Watkins. Oh shit, Watkins Glen's next Sunday. Awesome.
Yes.
Ah!
Came.
I was stretching, so.
Well, I came.
Quick picker upper bounty.
I'm just so confused right now.
I'm confused right now.
I'm dead right now.
Confused right now.
I've crashed right now. I flipped right now.
Grace needs to hurry up.
And give me a goddamn finish.
Oh, we got takers. We got like 4 cars coming to pit road. I think like 35.
We're waiting for the rain to come and just end the race, honestly.
I mean, the sun's still out.
The sun will come out, then it'll rain.
We're about to go green. It is Kyle Busch and Eric Jones on the front row, followed by Truex and Denny Hamlin.
Adam Stevens,
Huh.
I tell you what,
True
you
Ham
got
and
us
Denny.
so confused today.
Rex Ham,
What
Rex
is
Ham,
the
Dan,
strategy?
Rex.
Well, you're
Rammed
confused
in.
because I'm confused. You know, we had a really
Oh.
good plan, but those 2 cautions.
I'm watching on a cable,
after
so I
our
may be
previous
ahead.
stop really screwed us up.
No, I'm ahead of Tim by
Got us
like
back in the
3/4
pack
of a
there,
lap,
but, we were in
which is
lot
like
better
a year
field
at
situation
Pocono.
than those guys. And that caution
Pocono
there came
year.
at a good time that really drove them
Yes,
to
compared
pit.
to
But
Pluto
we're all
years.
short on fuel here, so
Aggressive
now we're
goes
kind
a
of
year.
about squared up. So
Thumbs down charging.
we'll go green the rest
Whoa!
of the day. We'll all make another green flag stop.
All right, that's the thoughts of Adam Stevens. He's hoping everybody else has to stop. The caution flags kind of threw a monkey wrench in his plans, but at least he admits he's confused as well. But as many races as he's won, I'm going to go with his strategy.
And AJ, you think a lot like Adam because you were calling that while we were in the break, and then reaffirmed by crew chief Adam Stevens with Winston Kelly. You said, you know what? He's probably banking on the fact that the rest of the field can't go the
All right, lap
distance,
67
and it
and 90 in the
doesn't matter
IndyCar
what
race,
it
and
is.
no
Right
Will
now,
Power
we're not.
off into the
Yeah,
dirt.
we know that
Will Power!
race car, so if he gets a clean restart here, leads
All right,
off at
we are
turn
coming
one,
to
he's gonna have
lap
clean air,
119 of
probably start stretching
160.
it out.
The
What
pace
he's-
truck
what
makes the
Adam Stevens is
hard
talking
left
about is
turn.
he's banking on that
The
And there's
field
a
is
tornado
double
in turn
file.
two.
stretch their fuel
Yay,
mileage.
They're in the restart
turn
zone.
two,
Green flag!
tornado turn.
Where everybody has
And we're
to hit
racing.
one more time, so Kyle Busch
Eric Jones didn't go.
does a splash.
He let
Kyle Busch in.
Just like everybody
The
has
Krusty
to,
Krab is
then
unfair.
that's how they're going to win this race.
Mr.
But
Krabs is in
if
there.
somebody in this mid-pack starts saving
Fred!
fuel and they're able
Fred
to stretch
Keselowski.
it and go the distance,
How was Suarez in
They're
like
gonna win
8th?
this
Didn't he
race.
just like crash?
And right now I am showing, and
Yeah,
Winston
probably.
Kelly will confirm later
Something
on
like that, I don't
the
fucking know.
last time Kyle was on pit road would be lap 85, so he can probably go to, what, 130, 132, maybe 135. We'll find out. Here we go. Off turn number 3, looking for the green flag up front, row 1.
It could be for the win here.
Kyle Busch and Eric Jones.
Thanks, Dale.
Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex and Suarez and Williams. Green
Fred!
flag is back out, and Kyle Busch is on the break. He's headed to turn number 1 with teammates in tow.
Here they come down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. Kyle Busch will lead the way. Jones
These
will go to
restarts are
second.
insane.
Harvick will go to third. Truex tries
I am
to
so
fight
far
back
behind
in
on the
lane.
stream of this
He's got a
NASCAR
handful
race,
of
by the way.
traction aid.
I just
He
started
climbs
lap
around
120.
Hamlin and takes the third
I'm at 118 coming to the green flag.
Yikes. You're probably like a minute 10 behind me. Although, I'm on cable, so it's not like your stream's bad, it's just it's the stream.
Yeah.
Stream!
Team
Stream!
Extreme.
Into you.
Jones just about a half a car length back off his deck led as they work their way back into turn number 3. Side by side.
Eric
back to
Keselowski
the
through to
fourth
fourth.
spot.
Woo!
Breaking up that Toyota Brigade up front. He'll slide to the
There we go, I
inside.
got the races going here.
About knocked the wall down, working off the tunnel turn, and that opened it up on the inside, and Keselowski was there. He'll take advantage. Keselowski now, then Denny Hamlin, then William Byron. Behind that, they begin to fan out about 3 wide.
3 wide down the front straightaway. Oh, Clint Boyer got into the back of the Daniel Hemrick machine. loosing him up, but Hemrick hangs on. Not only that, he drives underneath the Daniel Suarez car and opens the door now for both Boyer and Jimmy Johnson.
Suarez slides up the racetrack, Boyer to the bottom, and it's going to be Daniel Suarez taking that spot away. He has the momentum topside. Jimmy Johnson now pulls up alongside Clint Boyer in the outside lane, but it'll be Boyer hanging on to that spot through turn 2.
Back up front, further just right there at the top 5. Here comes William Byron. He is making his way through the field with those Liberty colors down on the inside. Denny Hamlin stuck on the outside. They're side by side off the 3.
So it was a lap ago that Denny got passed by Brad Keselowski. Right now he's under attack, Denny is. William Byron is right there, so is Austin Dillon.
Byron tucked right up under Denny Hamlin's rear spoilers. They race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Hamlin drives it in a little bit deeper. That'll gain him a car length advantage over Byron. Another car length back to Austin Dillon. 2 more to Daniel Hemrick.
This is the battle from 5th on back, led by Denny Hamlin, who has a car length in hand over William Byron.
I'm really surprised Larson hasn't crashed
and
yet.
One more back to Daniel Hemrick. They'll signal out as they make their way to the tunnel turn behind
For
them.
about 38 laps to go, yeah, he'll crash.
I honestly meant to sub him for the Benedetto at the start of the race and forgot to because I was so distraught over the F1 race.
Oh, looks like that may have been an okay thing to forget to do. So
And then
far.
Kyle Larson eats shit into turn 2 and dies.
Yeah.
To go. Where is Kevin Harvick?
Well, Keselowski's rebounded though. He was like 38th the first stage, and now he's 4th.
Jimmy Johnson right now 11th. How about Joey
That's
Logano?
cool.
He's way back in 19th. All the while, a driver that did not pit when
Everything's
everybody
great.
else did. Kyle Busch showing the way. I would imagine, AJ, that he would like this race to stay.
It's
under the
Crab
green.
Fest over at Red
Absolutely
Lobster,
no
so you
money.
don't have
Oh,
to
no.
get crabs.
Yeah, this is what we're looking at here.
Oh,
Kyle Busch needs
problems.
No more yellow flags because if a yellow
I'm seeing
flag
3-4
comes
wide
out,
racing.
all
I don't know what
these
you're
drivers
talking
can start
about.
Save and feel under yellow, and most likely at least
I
some
speak
of
from
them
the future.
will make it to
Problems
the end.
await.
Kyle Busch, we know he's going to have to pit no matter what, so he needs this race to stay green. He also
far, so
needs
good
to
for
keep
everybody
trying to
else,
stretch
so.
out the lead, which he's not doing right now over his teammate Eric Jones, which is hanging right with him because when Kyle Busch pits, assuming everybody else
I like how there's a
pits,
tornado
he's
to the
gonna have
north
to
of
take longer to
Pocono.
fill
Meanwhile,
up.
Pocono, it's
Jay
sunny.
Moody heading into turn 1
Protect.
here. Kyle Busch is got to get on the throttle pedal.
Well,
Goes to a
every once
NASCAR
in a while,
race
you
and
just
gets
gotta
sucked up
roll
by a
the dice
tornado
and
on the
see
way
if you
home.
can shoot your
Or
numbers.
10
Kyle
tenths
Busch
size.
right now,
Uh-oh,
only
the
about
38
5
is
car
fucked.
lengths up.
Yeah.
Jones as they work off turn 1.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Right here, that is David Reagan. Man, he pounded the outside safer barrier. He is going to.
He is
lift
going
that
so
car
slow.
down
How is that not a
the apron.
caution?
We are staying under.
Oh, God, he's in the
green
groove.
Flag, at least at the moment.
And here come the leaders, oh, God.
Front, trying to get away from his teammate.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah,
Eric
he
Jones
nailed the
does
wall
not
coming
want to
out of
do that.
3.
Eric Jones would like to be the 4th Joe Gibbs car to claim a victory here in 2019. It's Busch, Eric Jones, Martin Truex, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, top 5, 37 to go. Want to remind you to stay with MRN for the AutoZone commercial-free zone near the end of today's broadcast. Got a job to do? Need parts fast? Check out AutoZone.com. You can get exactly what you need when you need it with the free same-day store pickup and free next-day delivery on orders over $35. So get in the zone, AutoZone.
Kyle's Busch is out front.
It looks like Paul Menard turned the 38.
Right into the wall.
Paul Menard.
Pulmonary embolism.
Innovative technology to
Oh,
protect
no.
their drivers. Shouldn't you do the same to protect your Wi-Fi network? With
Yeah, son of
X-Fi
Sam.
Advanced Security,
Son of
the
Sam,
X-Fi
oh, no.
gateway safeguards all
You mean
devices
Sam
on
and
your home
Art?
network. So if it's
Save
connected,
big
it's
money at
protected.
Sam's
Wi-Fi
Club.
security? Check. It's
Save
Xfinity,
big
official
money
partner
at
of
the
NASCAR.
door.
Visit Xfinity.com to learn more.
Suck big dick at Menards.
Side-by-side action at the
Well,
racetrack.
now we know what Kevin did when he worked at Menards.
Kyle on the high side. He drives it deep into
By the way,
Yes.
Kevin, here's the
Network
thing
brings the
I was
NASCAR
talking
race
about
to
earlier.
you, wherever you
Oh,
are.
okay.
So you don't miss one lap of the excitement.
Denny Hamlin has won the 61st edition of the Daytona 500.
Pizza Hut. Oh my God, Becky,
Pizza
look
Hut.
at that crust.
Tune in to the
Please look at my
Visit
tits.
MRN.com for
Sure.
affiliate list in your local area.
What are things involved in his own sentence sack before?
Whoa. Okay, Larson tried really hard to crash down the front stretch.
Grayson
Looking
Tabo.
for their fifth straight victory.
Selby Merchant.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper with Mike Krukow for EA Sports as we get set for today's ball
Carl
game.
Kirkpatrick.
This game features the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore
Thaddeus
Orioles.
Hoffman.
Oh yeah, the Southern 500's in like a month.
Not letting that happen. Then
Dane
Truex and Denny
Thornton,
Hamlin top
Chester
four.
Roberts,
Yeah,
and
by the way,
Giochino
all
Quattrocchi.
Joe Gibbs Toyotas at the
What?
Xmas Jackson Flaxen Waxen.
Johnny
I love
Damon.
that somebody was pulled
This
from
left-hand
games
batter
there
can
with
stand a
that
clinic
against
against
them.
right-handed pitching.
Check out MRN.com.
You make it look like I have a German engineering team working for me here. You get my point.
Great pitch. He hit the corner.
Fettuccine Alfredo, brother to Anthony Alfredo.
Pitch misses for a ball.
And the stories that go with it.
Fettuccine Bizarro, got
But
it.
there was a lot of ugly things that went on.
Luther Bristol.
It's hit out to right.
Henzu Yamada.
Download the shows for free on iTunes.
Juan Pablo Morales.
Makes the catch for the out.
And Lamar Suarez. Is that black guy or a Mexican guy?
Yes.
This hitter isn't afraid of
Black Mexican, got it.
Trump's greatest fear of black Mexican.
misses for a ball.
Oh no.
Doing out of the zone. Fish weren't biting.
Barney Griswold. Jack Crush Panel
For a
Stewart.
strike.
He's tallied 4 wins.
Good old Crush Panel over there.
The count's 1-2.
The true one formerly known as Greenhorn.
Strike right on the edge of the zone.
Sillier ones.
A liner.
Ward Boone.
He's aboard with a one-out single.
Hit that ball on the line. There was no doubt that was a base hit.
we welcome you back to the
When this righty comes to the plate, he puts on a clinic every time. Gets the
Well, that's
call
interesting.
for a strike.
Assume that everybody else will have to come
Which
to
one
pit
is your
road.
favorite name?
But with 30
The crewman formerly known as.
I like the German formerly known as Greenwood.
Got him. Double
Yeah.
play.
Now there's a great example.
I have a whole bunch of European,
double play right there.
like European engineering majors on my team apparently. That flunked out of Phoenix University.
Taking the mound to start for the visitors, Matt Clement.
And now he's just going to have to see whether
Okay, my pick crew went to Trump University.
Eric Jones keeping him honest.
They got their degrees hanging up on the wall right next to the ones they got out of a Cracker Jack box.
Stepping in, Miguel
They cut corn, I don't care.
Better cut corn, and he is great. Take that, you stupid.
Kyle Busch, that clean air out in front. He has nothing to disrupt his ride as he works his way
He
back.
reaches with a leadoff single.
I'm gonna make a new IndyCar with Blackjack and hookers.
Forget the hookers.
You know, they tried that once in Vegas and didn't work.
Hit deep to left.
They should go back to it and run Vegas again, but instead do it on the Legends Oval.
Has had a
Be safer. Why don't they just run the bull ring? IndyCar's the bull ring.
Up next, Melvin Bora.
Which one? They have four.
Let's run Vegas again, but put restrictor plates so they only do 130.
Chevrolets running 7th and 8th.
Just pegging off a rev limiter at 5,000.
Knows how to pick a pitch to move on.
No, you'd restrict the horsepower. They wouldn't even be able to get up high enough to tack out.
Making moves. He's back up to 12th spot. Outside.
Boy, perfect pitch at the knees, outside corner.
Joey Logano
This
had
guy
a
has
horrible
4 pitches to
restart.
choose from.
He's 15th, trying to make his way through the field. Daniel
Rossi
Suarez,
off into the
right side
grass.
damage.
Fuck him.
The runner tries to bust it up.
5 laps to go in the
How
IndyCar
the
race, I
same
think.
balance and made a strong
I think that's what that says.
return.
No, 15 laps to go. IndyCar is at Mid-Ohio.
After one inning, no score here.
I have a stream.
22nd, Ryan Blaney 23rd. Michael
Leading off,
McDowell,
David
24th,
Ortiz.
Paul Menard 25th.
There you go.
Matt Pitt,
He delivers.
26th. Everybody else a minimum.
His struggle is control
Weak.
and is known to give up
all
few
day.
walks.
Kyle Busch has been good all day, but he's got to come to pit road. How soon might we see that happen?
He delivered a 98
current leader
mile-an-hour
is
fastball
Ramanar
but missed the
Dixon.
zone for a ball.
All right, we'll follow up with Winston there in a moment.
Did you see that like his
I
real
was
name?
listening to the radio communication between Adam Stevens and Kyle Busch. They were talking about needing some
Hit
rear
towards the
grip,
shortstop.
a little loose in the corners, but in
Got
terms of
him.
when they can get to pit road, they can go about
The next batter is
maybe
Trot
a
Nixon.
little bit longer with the caution flags that we had. They came in on lap number 98, so I think their outside window
This
is
guy sends
somewhere
shivers
between
down
Best
the
lap.
back every time
What is
he
going on with
moves.
Daniel Hemrick's
Gotta be
hair?
careful.
for him anywhere in the next 10 laps or so.
All right, and Steve Post.
Oh my God. The Indians are still down, but Jose Ramirez just hit another home run.
Oh my God, they went to Platt.
Jose. Yeah, we just went final 9-6. The Indians have accepted pitcher Kyle Dowdy from Rangers and assigned him to our Double-A team. He was a Rule 5 pick of the Mets in December, traded to Texas, and made 13 appearances for the Rangers this season.
Well, I think Pedro Serrano is going to do great things for the Indians.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
I also think that Kurt the Wild Thing Vaughn is going to be a great pitcher. They should be thankful he's part of the clubhouse.
Hey, did you catch where NBC put a graphic under their graphic?
No?
The NASCAR race.
No, I did not see that. That's brilliant.
Then you've got four-time winner Martin Truex Jr. running third.
The Rays were down 8-1. The Rays won 10-9. Dang.
Oh yeah, that is a nice graphic under a graphic. That's beautiful. Good job, NBC Graphics Department.
Race weekend giveaway. Enter to win 2 tickets to next year's Coke Zero Sugar 400, including 3 nights at Quality in Daytona Speedway, plus airfare. Get your money's worth with free hot breakfast, friendly service, and a whole lot of valuable memories. Enter to win at Quality in.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Toyota Corolla.
This is for a ball.
Hi, Corolla. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber hit 2 home runs and 7 RBIs with a grand slam in the Cubs game today.
This guy isn't great against right-handed pitching, but he does all right.
Graham Rahal has some very terrible tire wear.
Made it look easy on that after first.
His right front looks like it's ready to shred to pieces.
Against righty pitchers, the batter is nothing to write home about.
Remember, he was outside of the top 15. He's up to 8 and moving up, and we'll tell you how he is doing that when everybody else kind of seems to be stagnant right now.
There's a close pitch called.
Rosenquist is catching up. Second, they're approximately 6 seconds behind. Yeah, he's in Ohio.
He's on with a 2-out
Detroit.
That was just a good piece of hit there to get his
Detroit. Is in first.
They appeal to the first base ump.
I don't know. They just went to commercial. You should know. I gave you the stream for the race. You twit.
Learn more about Freightliner on highway trucks at Freightliner.com. Freightliner.
It's up.
Clement with the 1-1 pitch. Caught him looking.
This dude has 2 really good pitches he uses to get guys out.
The home plate ump asks for
Wow,
help
that
at
curve
first.
just flipped my car over.
Visit our 2 locations
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Williamson Road and 154 West Plaza Drive. Open daily from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Power up today.
With 2 innings played, no score here. Leading off the third, Frank Thomas. There's more than just a few righty hitters who are superior against right-handed pitchers than this guy.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Eric Jones out front over a couple of teammates.
This guy can really hurt you with balls up in the zone.
The other teammate on pit road. We knew it had to happen.
No
He gave
swing.
up the lead.
Pitcher looks a little annoyed with that call, Kyle. He sure thought the batter went around.
134, needed enough.
You should probably not do that.
Encarnacion should
Kyle
have no
will need this race to
problem.
run green.
He didn't get all that ball.
Kyle needs to hit a wall.
He probably will. What's this?
Talk about Kyle Busch, but okay. Hobbs and Shaw movie looks god
They
awful.
appeal to the third base ump.
All right. Before we went to the break, we were talking about a driver on the move.
Wow.
We'll get back to Eric Jones in a moment, the race leader. But a guy
That's not a swing. He checked it in time.
Harvick, man, he has turned up the wick. He has nothing
They asked
to
the
lose,
third
and
base
he has
umpire
been
if he swung.
hustling his way through the field. How's he doing it?
Well, he's shoveling with both hands for one thing, Jeff. But the other thing he's
On the
doing
ground.
is taking a bit of a page out Apparently, we're not
He
the
reaches
only
with a
ones that have
one-out
seen
single.
Billy Ray move up.
Cut, that was a nice single. Good job.
When he gets up on the back of somebody. Harvick has begun to do the same thing. He now is utilizing
Damon takes, and it's ball one.
Right now, the defense should be thinking, too. The pitcher can really help out by throwing something low in the strike zone.
Or at least get a good run off the top of the corner and then be able to pass along the straightaway. So Kevin Harvick right now
swings late and misses.
Very few others are willing to go. And it's
NASCAR at Pocono next Sunday at 3 Eastern. Good job, IndyCar.
Hit towards second base. And they turn two.
Cut, that double play was smooth as silk, just like the previous, big boy.
Now with the lone exception of Kyle Busch.
Harvick through to fourth.
After 2.5, the game is
Our
scoreless.
teammates, the top three, they're running hard. They're running for everything they got. They know they're safe.
Next at the plate, Juan Encarnacion. And the pitch.
Is to start same field. Take a guy
Liner
like
right at the
Joey
second
Logano.
baseman.
15
Got him
runs
for the out.
before the pitch stops. Just started with Kyle Busch.
Stepping in, Willie Bloomquist. This guy isn't great against right-handed pitching, but he does harm.
He's going by Brad Keselowski for fourth, Dave Moody.
He is on the way down the front straightaway. He jumps to the bottom of the racetrack, goes 3 wide below
To go at Mid-Ohio, Rosenquist is within 4.5 seconds of leader Scott Dixon.
He reaches with a single. Tejada makes his way to the plate.
At least Will Powers in 5th. I have no idea where the hell Sato is.
He's going back at the track.
Pagano is 7th.
That's a home run.
Sato is 16th. Ouch.
Sweet hit. Got his pitch and turned around for a 2-run bomb.
So are we like lining up for a fuel mileage race here, or do you guys like?
Yes, we are.
Oh God. What?
Comes to the plate.
Yes. What? What are you? What? What are you doing? There's like 20 laps left.
Fooling around on the GTA 3 map in BeamNG.
Swinging strike on the slider away.
Listen, you watch the Cup race. There's like 20 laps left.
There's also 7 laps to go in IndyCar.
Fuck IndyCar.
Fuck you. IndyCar's better anyway.
They're not even in Indy. I mean, F1's better than both.
That's false.
Watched the race this morning. You disagree.
Quarter midgets at the Lansing Quarter Midgets of America are more entertaining to watch in Formula 1.
They must be, because I've never heard of them. Yes. Especially when it's rain and then goes back to dry and then rains. No.
It's raining on the back straightaway.
Crunch.
Crunch.
And of course it's in an Xfinity race, so you got like a couple guys who are like, oh, we have no backup car because we're so poor. Ugh. We don't even have a primary car.
We only got the backup.
And we don't have that.
Wrangler Outdoor. Pants and shirts made with durable fabrics, moisture management, and UPF 30 protection. Wrangler Outdoor ensures
The pizza was aggressive.
wherever the day takes you. Whether it's a walk in the city or a trek in the wilderness, we keep you comfortable.
I really should try to get the video clips to make that mashup.
Outdoor. Clothing with outdoor credibility and everyday
That
versatility.
retires the side.
MRN's Classic Races.
Okay, whoever has a microphone in front of a fan can fucking quit.
By 3.
Spun across the line and got the win.
That's Tony. It's pretty hot in Alaska. Here comes Truex! Ah!
Here comes the Big Alaska!
Legendary voices.
Here comes the salmon.
The salmonella.
MRN's Classic Races.
Hit to right field.
MRN.com, iTunes, and your favorite podcast provider.
He did touch it. No, he knocked the hell out of it.
You know, I'm not sure.
And he's on with a leadoff double.
The year was that
He's
we
got good
ran
speed, and that double is really important.
Out of fuel with about a lap or 2 or 3. Do you remember, AJ? Are you thinking?
I think it was 2009. I was one of
The
those
next
that
batter
already
is
went out down
Manny
the back.
Ramirez.
I was one
Oh,
of the
Hamlin.
20th with 2 to go. I finished 7th.
There you go. So you had enough
Oh.
fuel in the tank. Who has enough fuel in the tank? We may see the same thing play out right now we're hearing a number of drivers.
He goes out to right. Kubel should have no problem. Makes the catch to record the out.
Trying to save fuel and go the final 18 laps.
Next up, David Ortiz. This batter's been known to go on streaks versus right-handed pitching. A ball.
Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
You hear it every week.
Just want to thank the whole team
Ball
and all our guys back in Denver.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right
their
there.
life is the pitch. This is Rocco Williams.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
A liner.
Icky bag.
He's on with a single.
He's going to have the right spot in his fastball. He's going to get real all day long.
The 1993 Cup Series season had more than its fair share of twists and turns.
Takes the pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Hitters got to try and elevate that ball to the outfield to score the runs from third.
And I said, no, you don't.
And tight.
Wallace spins. Wallace's car goes on its nose.
Hear stories that you've never heard before in the 10-part series called The
And it's 2 balls
1993
and 1
season.
strike.
Davey was behind me, and we came off the corner, and there's a guy standing in the middle of the racetrack.
On the ground.
Download it for free on iTunes and at MRN.com.
Safe on the play at third.
You want a little more intrigue into the final 17 laps? How about the fact that, well, you heard Glenn
There are
Garrett
2
talk
runners
about
on with 2
17,
outs.
the 6, the 37, and others saving fuel. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Dave Moody, we had a battle for the lead over in front of you.
Denny Hamlin has gone to the
And he's got it. Whoa! After 3.5, the score is
Go, Dave.
Dennis!
Through the tunnel turn, Eric Jones.
next at the plate.
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, Denny! Denny's. There's no Denny's in Lima. That's okay, they're not that great anyway. Bob Evans is better!
It's taken for a ball.
Bob Evans.
He's hitting 297.
You don't have Bob Evans in Alaska because Bob Evans is from Ohio. But you know of them. They make JB's mac and cheese.
They turned JB into mac and cheese.
2 ball, 2 strike count.
They're going to have to do something out there. Some of these pitches ain't even.
So these guys are really going to try and go like 45 laps in a tank of gas.
I love that lap.
I don't know.
Great plan. A very tough line drive.
Oh, Truex! Pit Window's 38 to 40 laps. They're not going to make it.
Tires back with Eric Jones. He'll poke his nose down to the inside, but he'll stay right there with him. Now he'll go out to the outside.
They don't accelerate. They can make it.
Where's Jimmy Johnson should try and make it.
Grounded to third. Lowell handles it.
Recap here. With
There's an out.
15 to go. Where is Kyle Busch? He is back in 21st position. But he is
15 to go. 14 to go. Here comes Harvick.
Ball 1.
Drivers trying to save fuel. Kyle has enough to use it all. He will more
He
than
fouled it
likely
off to
catch
the left.
majority of them and put them behind him. But yet a number of other drivers we're hearing.
That's a grounder down the left side.
Joey Logano also trying to save fuel. Another driver that we have been watching is Kevin Harvick.
2 and 2 the count.
The fastest on the racetrack.
Yeah, he's definitely not saving fuel. He's charging every lap. He's been
That's 5 strikeouts.
quicker than the lead trio there, but we saw there Martin Truex get around his teammate Eric Jones to move into second. I would have to say these top 4 cars
With
for
5
sure aren't
innings
saving
remaining,
fuel. Or maybe
Boston
Eric
trails
Jones,
by 3.
knowing that he doesn't have to lead or have the lead anymore.
Due up to the bottom of the order. This is a switch hitter who is better from the left side of the plate. Breaking ball that misses.
It's Denny Hamlin, 8 car lengths back to Truex, 8 or 9 more back to Eric Jones, and look who's come to dinner, 2 car lengths back to Kevin Harvick on the chart.
And now you have to wonder, has Eric Jones gone into
No
fuel
swing.
conservation
The
mode?
batter got the benefit of the doubt.
Too late. He is off the pace.
Here's the
he
pitch.
has lost touch with Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. And now we'll lose the third spot as Kevin Harvick goes to his inside to take that position away.
Harvick quickly bypasses them coming off the corner.
On the
down
ground.
I like Pocono.
And he's out.
I like Merles.
Stepping in, Frank Thomas.
And we have a Ganassi car up into the gravel trap on the final lap.
Popped up in foul territory.
Rosenquist is looking.
This guy isn't going to raise any eyebrows.
Dixon slams the door on him.
Out of the zone, that's a ball.
Dixon has the lead. Coming into the final complex of corners.
For a ball.
Rosenquist.
Oh, he hits the complex.
Rosenquist is looking. Does he have anything for Dixon? Looking to the outside, looking to the inside. He has nothing for him. Dixon wins at Mid-Ohio.
Brian Hunter-Ray is third. He finally didn't suck shit. Woo!
Back there to Eric Jones. Another 15 back there. Actually, Kevin Harvick. Another 15 back to Eric Jones.
Tony, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
Third. Harvick's through to third and catching.
Harvick top three, fourth place winning Eric Jones. We're hearing aggressively now going into fuel saving.
He's on first with a base hit.
These guys are really running the base too well. That aggressiveness really showed as the runner went from first to third on the single.
Take a break and then come back and push you into the auto zone. Commercial free zone. We'll do that next.
Got a job to do? At AutoZone, we have all of the free services to help you do it right. Like
At
free
bat
AutoZone
with a
loader
double,
kit.
Mike
You
Lowe.
can choose from over 100 specialty tools and borrow the one you need, free of charge. Getting the job
Brad
done.
Keselowski's been saving fuel.
Right now is
Partner, this runner is
Race, that's why he's been running so far back.
But he's still in fifth. And who's right behind him? Kyle Larson.
Let us help you at more than 5,600 locations.
Diggity dog.
Hit towards the shortstop.
The Starlight Lounge presents an
Out
evening
number
of
3 with 2 men
classics.
left on base.
Tony, could you not blow out my ears?
Who's Mikey G?
Too much. There it is.
Going into the bottom of the fifth.
Oh, G
The
sounds
score
cooler.
is
Name your
3-0.
price tool. Tell us what you want to pay, and we help you find coverage options that fit your
Kenny Gallegos.
Danger zone.
This batter is nothing special when he's facing a righty on the mound.
And now it's completely dark.
1-0.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates pricing coverage match led by State Law.
Can Denny Hamlin, Mike Truex, and Kevin Harvick stretch the field?
All right,
That's
let's go
your
to
top
commercials.
three right now. They are running right together on the racetrack, and virtually everybody.
You're in the
else
AutoZone commercial free zone. Brought to you by AutoZone.
Brought to you by O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Auto Parts.
The Motor Racing Network's 50th year. About to get a lot louder.
Thank you, John Ford. Here comes Harvick. It's gnarly.
This guy really likes the ball up the zone.
Mondays on
Good pizza. It's the pizza activity.
He got under it and popped it up.
Ooh, Ron White's gonna be in Kalamazoo.
Caught by the second baseman.
Ashley String, your destination for all things
Up next with one single already, Miguel
on WingsNation.com and Facebook Live.
or anything else.
With drivers and personalities that make up the greatest dirt racing on earth. The Winged Nation.
Oh, Eric Jones is way behind now.
Eric Jones.
Yes. Ed Jones, yes. Your mom drives the 20.
What's that supposed to even mean?
I don't know. I'll leave it up to interpretation.
8 laps
Whatever,
to
I
go.
said what I
Next
said.
time by,
I stand by what I
welcome
said.
back and welcome into the commercial free zone presented by AutoZone. Got a job to do.
He's a man of his word, even if he doesn't know what it means.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta send it.
With free same-day store pickup and free next-day delivery.
Uh-oh.
What is got to take a different
Kilo baggage right now for this guy. He really
Uh-oh.
loves kilo
Trying to, I guess,
Oh, I have no idea why David Rudiman didn't go to the pits a little while ago.
Yeah, it's crazy to watch the top three cars. They're just
What?
running until the tank is dry and then fourth. Eric Jones.
With 4 innings left.
Might as well fucking be.
3-0.
His 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Keselowski, Larson, Dillon, Byron.
Stepping in, Manny Ramirez.
It's like a game of chicken with them right now. They're all running nose to tail.
Well, that's not
First ball for a strike. He's batting .287 with 34 home runs and 100 runs batted in. They appeal to first on the check swing.
Well, fuck.
He started to swing but managed to stop.
Martin Truex Jr. now, and he is closing in.
And it may not make a difference because it appears Austin Terrio's car
Three
has
balls and
come
one
to a
strike.
stop just at the exit of turn number 1, approaching the tunnel turn. To the bottom
Nobody
of the
out.
racetrack. The first casualty is possibly
On the ground.
And the Money Lion caution flag is
He reaches with a single.
That's not Austin Terrio.
Stepping in 1 for 2. David
It's Josh
Ortiz.
Bilicki.
That was Josh Bilicki. He had just rolled off the pit road, and obviously
And
he
a
had something
slider
wrong
misses
with
I
one
don't
ball
know.
and
The
no
car
strike.
said Bilicki on it.
and he pulled down the inside, and now we all just
I'm also going to point out for the longest time, Alex Bowman drove a car that said Earnhardt Jr. on it. We've established the names mean nothing.
That runner out there is not the fastest guy in the league. If they hit and run right here, there's a good chance.
Blue Jays Mets in agreement on Marcus Stroman.
Then he sucks.
On a trade, dumbass. Stroman to the Mets.
Flawless execution right there on the double.
Why? The Mets aren't going to do anything.
Just peel the whisper, maybe 20-ounce bottle of Coca-Cola. Tell me
Jeff Gluck on Twitter says, "Welp."
Nixon.
Says left.
Seats
Welp.
Hotel stays.
He barely got a piece of that
Well,
one.
Steve Letarte just called him Josh Bilicki.
Oh,
Yes, it's Josh Bilicki.
Coca-Cola summer experiences.
Gathers it in with his glove. That takes care of the side. After 5.5, Boston trails
Car's
by
with
3.
Bilicki. I don't fucking know. If he is in this race, he's just in a different car.
Comics and scanners and headphones, you can listen to every uncensored conversation between driver and crew. And when we need live audio, in-car cameras, and up-to-the-second statistics,
Hit
use the
towards-
latest
he
handheld
came up
unit
with it.
technology. To learn more about these products and
out.
many others, visit RacingElectronics.com.
He really doesn't make a very good throw here, but lucky for him, his teammate picks him up and
Yeah,
makes him
Terrio's in
out.
the 52, Bilicki's in the 53, so I guess that. I don't know. Who cares? Pit road's open, we got one taker. And we got a bunch more takers.
He swung through the pitch.
and here comes the rain.
Still sunny out. Yeah, dingus.
Guys, if that was me in the batter's box, I'd have a tough
Are you
time
on
biting my
crack?
tongue on that last
Have you ever been in a sun shower? It's an actual question.
Are you on crack right now?
And it's
What is the problem? Have you ever been in a sun shower?
It does exist. It happens in Michigan often.
Even at 2.
Joey Logano to the pits. First off, pit road.
nobody among the top 10. Now further back, nothing to lose. Here comes Alex Bowman. Here comes Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, Matt DiBenedetto, and others.
Popped up in foul territory, but he has room for a play. Next up,
The stream I'm watching, the guy put rig cautions as an overlay.
Fastball misses downstairs.
Let's ask Google. How old is Glenn Jarrett?
I really thought he was
I
down.
don't want to make a mistake this guy in, or he will make him bad.
68.
How old is Ned then? Yeah.
How old is Ned Jarrett?
Holy
86.
crap.
Yes.
How old is Jason Jarrett?
How old is Jason Jarrett?
With 6 innings played,
43.
the Orioles lead by 3. Jackson.
How old is Dale Jarrett?
So Kevin,
That's him.
52.
on that before we got Jay.
A what?
Found
Oh. Took me a second to make the connection.
He sends a tailing line drive out to
Prepare
center
for a double
field.
crash.
He's Tyler Burnett. We're the co-hosts of
Good start to the inning. A leadoff single.
Time that ball at the bat, that ball has no chance of being caught. Let's see what the manager's thinking right here. Small ball or big inning? Small ball, the batter could be running.
Just like many of the great podcasts do, we invite racers in to
Man on
talk
first
and
with
tell
no
us their
outs.
life story before it's more after it.
It's the Rip Defense Podcast, available on MRN.com and your favorite podcast.
Next week should be fun.
Just on the laid out and makes the grab.
It will be.
It will be Chad.
Chad. No, I think Kevin Mendering is his crew chief now, so it's got to be Kevin.
Yeah.
The Earth is round, Kevin.
Try talking to Ryan Newman.
Kevin. Kyle Larson's in 5th.
You know, Purdue took away Ryan Newman's degree for saying he didn't believe the moon landing was real.
That's what happens when you let a base runner take a big league. That was no.
He drives a car sponsored by hot dogs.
Hot dogs pay for the moon landing. You heard it here first.
Oh no.
And he takes a fastball up high.
Free. They have to be commercial free all the way to the checkered flag.
And a miss.
And the hitter can't take advantage. You don't get too many chances like that one, big boy.
Station identification.
It is in there for a strike to even the count.
But I did spend it.
The pitch.
Time to recreate the Kansai Drift
And he's
save.
out at first base.
Joining us with pitch for one hit in the game. Just in, welcome back to the Pocono Raceway.
All right, Tony, where are you at in relation to your stream?
Pitch taken for a ball.
No, your race.
2 outs.
Okay, we're coming to the green, so I'm assuming that the two of us are further ahead than the others.
And here's the delivery.
So I'll keep names out of it.
Tight for a ball. He's swinging 4 bases.
Chad. All right, here we go. This truck is in
Third walk of the game.
field 2x2x2x2. Green flag.
Johnny Damon. Taken for a ball.
And they're 38 wide.
I'm just down at turn 3.
We're entering one. Let's see if we make it out. Oh my God, they're 5 wide.
Have a multiple restarts, but this is what it comes down to. Fuel doesn't matter anymore in the mine.
Popped up.
It may matter the way this race is going to end, but for these drivers,
Oh no! There it is. No. It's not Kyle Larson. Oh no! What? No! Alright, here comes overtime. God damn it.
They are about 22 wide back in the pack, but at the front of the racetrack, it's Hamlin to the lead. Jones will drop to the bottom. Truex Larson up to 4th as he overhauls Kevin Harvick at the exit of turn 1. They're banging in the back of the pack.
This is just an insane restart. He fixes this is more like damn. Jeez, this is nationals. Oh no.
They check down at first. Strike 3 and he'll take a seat. Dunn steps into the box. This hitter is...
Oh, Stenhouse just ran him over.
Against right-handed pitchers. Damon should have no problem. The catch is made by the center fielder.
He didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over, got under it, made an easy play.
First into the outside safer wall as Kurt Busch spun to the
Stepping in, Juan Encarnacion.
He
jacked that one way back and gone.
Well, it is. It's just a lot of damage on that automobile.
See that McDowell got caught up in Ricky Stenhouse having a hormone attack.
I'll say this, the left foot really looks all right. Not really much more I can say about it beyond that, but I'm going to see Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
All right, Steve, thank you. Here's how they came across under the money line.
Up next, Willie Bloomquist.
They took the green flag. Denny Hamlin out front, now second, Eric Jones. Truex.
The Red Sox go to the bullpen. Dempster comes in from the bullpen.
Larson up to 4th, Harvick to 5th. William Byron got by Brad Keselowski. Byron 6th, Brad 7th. Daniel Hemrick got by his teammate. Hemrick 8th, Austin Dillon 9th.
Takes
and,
the pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
Let's go back and
He's batting .311 with 8 home runs and 39
Dave,
RBIs.
When they crossed the start-finish line, they were 2x2. By the time they got to turn number 1, they were 4x4 and more.
I think there were 6 or 8 at one point, Jeff. I think I said 22 wide. There might have been a mild
2 balls and 1 strike.
Exaggeration. By the time they got to turn 1, it was clear that it wasn't going to work all that well for some of the people in the middle of the pack. Kurt Busch and others kind of paid the piper on that one. I don't really expect
He's got it. What a tremendous diving play.
We'll find out here. We are probably headed to overtime here. Now, the question is, Do you have enough fuel to take it into overtime?
After 7, the score is 4-0. For more on MVP baseball, log on to EASports.com. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Contact down the back straightaway. There's some debris that they're going to have to clean up. So we're going to be under yellow for probably at least another lap or 2, maybe 3. So these drivers, they'll have these
It's hit out to center.
trying to do everything that they can.
Now fuel.
He's on his way to second.
They know they're going to be tight. Green, white checker.
Lowell has himself a 2-base hit.
Drivers wanted to see, and
stepping in 1 for 3, Manny Ramirez.
The 41, he had a restart violation, was laying back
the
on the
middle.
restart. NASCAR said they weren't going to allow that this weekend.
He's
Really
rounding
gonna focus on
third.
that. He's minus 17
A run
in the
crosses
points.
the
Was gonna
plate.
have a good
Hey, he was looking
restart
fastball
spot.
all the
Now
way.
he has
That's
to
a nice
go
hit.
back to Daniel Suarez.
Brutal hit for Daniel Suarez, who is trying to make his way into the top 16 as we
Good
begin
penalty
the
on
playoff
Suarez.
run
As much
here
as I don't want him to
in
get
the
penalized, that was kind of
not-too-distant
not
future.
cool.
The next batter is David Ortiz.
Over there in the tunnel turn, we talked
Nobody
about the
out.
madness going into turn number 1.
What?
It really didn't settle down at all.
Oh, you'll see it in a minute here. He laid way back on the start and jumped it and like passed a bunch of cars going into one. Well, they penalized him, so there you go.
Those two cars into the outside wall, while Ricky Stenhouse also tagged the outside wall. Kurt then came back across the racetrack and clipped Michael McDowell, then turned that car into the outside wall. All three were able to continue.
Down he goes on the strike.
Cleanup continues about halfway up this long back straightaway. A final piece of debris, a big piece of debris.
Nixon steps into play.
So we should be pretty close.
There aren't too many left-handed hitters who enjoy the type of success this guy has against right-handed pitching.
Here at the Pocono Raceway, and Jason Toy in the final turn, turn 3 of the triangle. And Jason, even though they worked down that short chute between the tunnel turn and turn number 3 in single file formation, doesn't mean they're going to go through.
This might be a good time to start the runner on first and play hit and run. The count dictates that the pitcher has to throw something over the plate.
His advantage and do it the hard way, making passes around the outside.
We've seen a lot of drivers, particularly late in the race, be able to go out here and do this. Kyle Busch is one of them. Also, we saw Kyle Larson as well be able to use that traction compound. But it is actually kind of worn in enough for these guys to be able to go.
He's on with a base hit.
The key to that play was the runner moving in a scoring position.
You won't see this batter hitting the lights out against right-handers. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0.
They set that defense at double play depth. You can get a ground ball right here. They might get 2.
How long can they possibly go?
I have no idea. I mean, I seriously don't. This has been really, really tricky as to how much fuel Denny has saved.
He's hitting
in this car, how much he's
252
able to save under
with
these
12 long
conditions.
balls and
I just don't
49
know the answer to it.
RBIs.
We're at the outside edge of that window, and yet they're still all under power out on the racetrack. So we'll just have to see how this one unfolds.
Escape Hart on the box.
Down he goes on strike.
Toyota already a
He's got to reach back and come up with a good strikeout.
Texas looking to win for the 5th time here. And AJ, when you find a track and it suits your driving style, you need to be aggressive and take advantage of it. And Denny Hamlin has shown that at Martinsville.
1-0 count.
He's shown that here at Pocono. What is it about certain tracks that make
The delivery.
certain drivers and that combination coming together?
Dirksen
Every
lays
driver is
off
different.
ball
You just
2.
get a feel around the racetrack, and for whatever reason that suits you. You really like it. But for Denny Hamlin, he's had to go through different types of race cars: low downforce, red high downforce, low horsepower. But he hasn't won.
And the
since
batter went
2010.
around.
So it's not like in recent history he's had victories here. It's been 9 years.
He's going to have fuel to do it. Back to Steve Post.
Chris Gabehart, the crew chief for Denny Hamlin. Chris, how far do you think you can go on this thing as far as your fuel tank goes?
Well, I hope about 3 more regulation laps. So we'll see.
Fouled away.
It's hard to find for time.
Terrific at bat right here.
We've won a couple races here, been running really good all year, and we've got nothing to lose, so we're going to turn on this race.
Chris Gabehart, crew chief for Denny Hamlin. For the pit road to Winston Keller.
We just talked to Cole Kern.
And the
He's
side
a
is
little bit
retired.
more worried about starting
Going into the bottom of the 8th, the Red Sox trail by 3.
Starting in 4th position.
Next up with a pair of runs batted in, Miguel Tejada.
Same thing we got from Rodney Childers restarting in 5th. more worried about being on that inside line. They think they got enough.
My roommate's back, so I'm probably going to be quiet.
You're the best in the business.
It's out to left.
Thanks.
Giving you an update.
Enjoy the spoiler-free race.
What? Kyle Larson upside out into the crowd now. Everyone's sitting up.
This left-hander usually has successful at-bats against right-handed pitching.
You can't overlook. Kyle Larson is right there.
You have Kyle Larson in fourth. He's been fast. He was saving fuel a lot earlier than Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, and Martin Truex Jr. So does he have a little bit more fuel in the tank? We're going to find out, but he's been aggressive on these restarts. He's in a backup car.
And on 3 pitches, he's gone.
He's fast. He's driven up
3
to the
pitches,
front.
3 strikes, doesn't get easier than that,
He
partner.
started 6th. Can he get his first career win? And then you look at a driver that's starting 8th. Everybody on the outside road. Daniel Hammer.
At bat with 1 home run, Melvin Mora.
He's starting 8th. If he makes something happen and have a chance inside the top 5,
he fouled it off to the right.
What about Kyle
Not
Larson?
a great swing there. He started late. He did lucky just to get a piece of that one.
66 races. Can he do it here today? Glenn Jarrett, what are they saying?
Well, I went to Chad Johnson, his crew chief, after he made his pit stop with 45 to go. He said there's no possible way. We cannot stretch at that car. I just went back over there, looked up at him, and he was playing.
Pitchers ahead, 1 and 2.
In fact, the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are
in
taking
the tank. Sunoco Fuel will take somebody to
Side
victory
retired in
lane.
order.
An empty
With 1
tank.
inning remaining, the Orioles lead 4-1.
Ready to go.
A pitching
into
change will be
overtime,
made.
Ready to go.
They've gone
Back
to the
under green
closer,
flag.
B.J.
Row 1,
Ryan.
Hamlin and Eric Jones. Row 2, Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson.
Next
Kevin
at the plate,
Harvick,
Frank
William
Thomas.
Byron. Green flag is out and
Getting down to the nitty-gritty right now, Kevin.
Hamlin on the outside. Eric Jones on the inside. They stack them 2 by 2. Now they begin to fan out, working back at turn number 1.
As expected, they're about 4 or 5
A little
wide.
strategy here. The righty will pinch hit against the left-hander. Here's the pinch hitter, Jason
The
Worth.
challenge for second. Here comes Kyle Larson. He
Taken
bounces
for a
off the
ball.
side of Eric Jones, and they're 3 wide down the back straight lane. Larson may have gotten the wall.
Tried to crush it and swung too soon.
I cannot imagine pitchers like to face this guy. He's capable of changing any game with just one swing.
Denny Hamlin leads off of turn number 2.
Here comes Kevin Harvick in that 4th position.
Down he goes on strike.
Coming off the corner down
He
the
falls
short
behind, makes great pitches, however, comes all the way back and gets the strike.
Corner. Kyle Busch trying to make a bonsai move down the
Found
inside.
ball hit
He
down the
makes it
left
6.
side.
Up front going Denny Hamlin.
And they're down to their last out.
Turn number 3.
Mora made it look easy on that out of
Denny
first guy.
Hamlin by 3. Carlin over his teammate Eric Jones.
The longest 2.5
Damon
miles
lays
of
off
Denny Hamlin's
outside
career
for a
dead
ball.
ahead. He's got a rear view mirror now full of Eric Jones. 5 more
High.
car lengths back to Truex. 6 more back to William Byron. Side by side for 5th. Harvick
Eric Jones
and
turns it.
Kyle Larson at the front. It continues to be Denny Hamlin.
So far, so good for the top 5
He
cars.
sends this
Final
pitch
time
towards
up
second
the back
base.
Straight away, it is Denny Hamlin by a
The
car.
ball game is
Eric
over.
Jones.
B.J.
One more
Ryan
back to Martin
closes it out for the
Truex Jr.
save.
Hit the short shoot for the
The
final
final
time.
score,
Working their way down the
Baltimore
short
4,
shoot for
the
final
Boston
time.
Red
Single
Sox
file.
1.
Eric Jones trying to make a run. He is 2 car lengths back to Denny Hamlin. He drives deep into turn number 3. It will be Eric Jones going to the outside, but Denny Hamlin will lead him a kilometer off turn 3.
Eric Jones will give it one last try. It will come up short, but enough fuel in the tank for Denny Hamlin, who comes across the line. He scores his 3rd win of the season, his 5th here at the Pocono Raceway. Denny Hamlin picking up the win over teammates Eric Jones and Martin Truex Jr. William Byron comes home 4th, and Kyle Larson completes the top 5. Postman, they had enough Sunoco fuel, and they're headed to victory lane.
How about that for Denny Hamlin? Chris Gabehart, the crew chief, on top of the pit box. High fives all around for everybody. Team engineers happy. This is a full-blown team win. Coach Gibbs running over. Got to get a word of prayer with everybody. So how about it for this team?
All right, well, that was fun. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.
Here today at Pocono.
Well, Denny
Good luck.
Hamlin will be celebrating his victory today because of Sunoco Fuel. Sunoco fueling victory.
Just life
The
in
new
general.
Sunoco app is here,
Yeah.
and it's the fastest.
I'll be on tomorrow afternoon. Later.
Download it today. Then just tap, pump, and go.
All right,
For more than 80 years, Detroit Diesel has been a legendary driving force powering many of the best-known trucks on the road. Through our state-of-the-art Detroit technologies in components and safety systems, We've earned our customers' trust as a reliable business partner, dedicated to improving their bottom line. It's no wonder they continue to depend on Detroit to keep them safe and efficient on the road. When you demand it all, demand Detroit.
Hi, this is Mike Backley. Join me and the rest of the MRN crew every Tuesday night for NASCAR Live. We'll get you up to date with the latest news stories and ready for the upcoming race weekend.
That's what it boils down to. You know, anything can happen in between, and we've seen it the last few years, kind of how crazy things can get.
Hear exclusive interviews, expert analysis, and much more.
Wheel that thing, brother, wheel it! Oh, you never give up, guys, never give up.
It's NASCAR Live this Tuesday night at 7 Eastern on the Motor Racing Network.
NASCAR Live continues on MRN, presented by the Ford F-150, America's best-selling pickup for 42 straight years. It doesn't just raise the bar, it is the bar.
Way to go, babe. So proud of you and this race team. Ain't nobody knows what we got, but we do, and we're going to keep bringing it. Keep bringing it, baby. Thank God.
Well, it is one thing to have enough fuel in the tank to win. It is another to have enough fuel in the tank to celebrate with the fans here at the Pocono Raceway. And that's exactly what Denny Hamlin is doing. Drop the window net, climbing out of the race car. His crew is standing on the wall. Denny Hamlin out of that FedEx Toyota. And we will hear from Denny, a 5-time winner here at the Pocono Raceway, in just a few moments. Right now, let's catch up with some of our top finishers today. We'll start with Steve Post.
Third place run for Martin Truex with Tracker Boats. Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing here. Great day for Joe Gibbs. Coach Gibbs down here talking to his drivers as they celebrate. Martin, third place run here today. Did you need more? How did you approach that race at the end there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good day overall for our Bass Pro Tracker ATVs and boats Camry, and you know, just trying to save fuel there on that long run, and when we run second to the corner, we thought we were in better shape to hit on fuel, and he started saving more, and I started saving a little more, thinking, man, I probably ought to try to pass him here, and then we got on that traffic, and 11 got by me.
As my entire NASCAR
team. And it's like 11 had control of the race after that, and when the caution came out, and he got the lead to restart, and I got on the bottom. You just can't make it, you can't do anything from the front row on the bottom, so we were kind of in the sucker hole there, and a little bit lucky really to come back to third.
I'm second with 1477. Tony, you are now third with 1499. Yes, you're now third with 1499. Zach has dropped to fourth at 1570, and Kevin, you have 1893. 1893? Tony, name two things that happened in 1893. I'm not sure either one of those things is true. The first car number plates appeared in Paris. I'm not seeing anything tremendous, like Grover Cleveland became president. That's about the biggest thing I see in that.
Here we are at Anaheim, California. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Welcome to tonight's game. With me, as always, former 20-game winner Mike Krukow.
Thanks, Kuiper. Looks like another great night for baseball.
This matchup features the Boston Red Sox and the Anaheim Angels. Here's the game's first batter, Johnny Damon. That pitch signals the start of the game.
This guy feasts on pitches under his hands. He's logged 146 innings this season, and batters have had great success against him with an average of 286.
No swing.
That was a close one there, partner, but I'd have to say that he went.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
He tried to get the batter to chase a fastball right out of the zone.
Struck him out looking.
Hey, Kipe, he was able to get ahead in the count. The batter never caught up. Good strikeout.
And here's the delivery. He can't get the 95-mile-an-hour heater over. Forecast is calling for the temperature to be between 60 and 70 degrees. He can't get the 95-mile-an-hour heater over. Pitch misses for a ball.
He was hoping the batter would go fishing at the pitch out of the zone.
They check with the first base umpire.
So let's see, next week we got IMSA, NASCAR,
They appeal
and
to the first base
F1, and
ump.
they're all on road courses.
Got him. Stepping in, Manny Ramirez. 2 outs and the bases are empty. There's a line drive. One, 2, 3, and the inning is over. So they got 1 base hit, but couldn't do anything with it. Starting the game for the visitors, Wade Miller. Let's take a look at the defense.
So Tony, how's the weather up there? Alright.
Up next, Sean Figgins. This guy swings a decent bat, but he's probably not going to win any batting titles. Fastball for a strike. Just out of the fielder's reach. Good start to the inning, a leadoff single.
Well, that was pretty simple. Just put it on the ground and find a hole and get a hit.
Go, boys, right now. There, go play third base.
And a strike on the inside corner.
Kipe, stealing bags is like a game of chess. It's about timing and outmaneuvering your opponent. Let's see if this runner tries to go for it right here.
0-2.
He's logged 188 innings this season, and batters have had good success against him with an average of 288.
A 3-pitch strikeout.
Hey, the pitcher wins the battle. Sweet pitch to get the K.
The next batter is Vladimir Guerrero. Hit to left field. Puts it away for the out. That's crushed. And it's caught at the wall. With 1 inning played, no score here.
Now batting.
Leading off, David Ortiz. This guy's dangerous in the batter's box. Matter of fact, he's dangerous in the on-deck circle. A bit high, 1-0.
He averages about 3 walks per 9 innings. Not terrible, but not great.
They check down at third. The bat went through the zone. They check with the third base umpire.
He didn't go.
This guy's got some serious giddy-up on that fastball. It's dancing all over the place.
3-2.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
The home plate umpire asks for help at third. Next up, Trot Nixon. This hitter is an average hitter at best. In there for a strike. It's hit up. He dives and makes a fantastic catch.
Those are the kind of plays that win ball games.
Hey, man, we're going up there. Here we go.
Now batting. The catcher.
One down.
Pitch missed inside.
Infield's got to think about playing a double play depth right now.
He gets it over for a strike.
This guy's fastball just explodes when it gets up to the plate.
Low strike with the changeup. Jackson rolls it to second base. And they turn two.
Now there's a great example of the defense picking you up. They turned a sweet double play right there.
Heading into the bottom of the second, the game is scoreless. Next at the plate, Carlos Delgado. This guy isn't great against right-handed pitching, but he does all right. He fouled it off to the right. A 3-pitch strikeout.
3 pitches, 3 strike. Doesn't get easier than that, partner.
This guy here has moderate success against right-handed pitching.
This righty has 2 very good pitches.
Here's the pitch.
He went right at the batter with his curveball, and he got the swing and strike.
Here's the pitch. A 3-pitch strikeout.
Hey, the pitcher wins the battle. Sweet pitch to get the can.
This batter pounds the ball off right-handed pitchers. Lifts one to left. Ramirez should have no problem.
Nothing special about that one. He just picked up the ball, got a beat on it, made the play.
Coming up, it's the bottom of the order.
Hey, Kite, as a manager, you hate to see this guy come up. His speed makes him a constant threat.
1-0. And it's 2-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your picks. That's exactly what you saw right there.
2-1. Second baseman makes the catch.
Kite, this quick reaction allowed him to make the play on that line drive. Nice play.
That's 1 out. Here we go.
No one on and 1 out.
Ball.
Fastball inside, 1-0.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your picks. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Ball.
2-0. Pitch is low. They asked the third base umpire if he swung. They asked the third base umpire if he swung. Ball 4. Stepping in, Jason Varitek. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Out of the zone, that's a ball.
He's registered 9 wins and 12 losses so far this year.
2-1 the count.
I like to see a hit and run in a situation like this. The pitcher's behind the count, so he has to come over, and a pitch out is unlikely. So why not hit and run?
Walk number 3 given up in the ball game. Up next, Johnny Damon. He couldn't check his swing.
And I don't think he went on that one. I think the batter got a raw deal there.
1-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. They appealed to the third base ump. He started to swing, but he didn't go through the zone. The appeal goes to third. The next batter is Mike Lowell.
The third baseman, Mike Lowell.
Kuiper, all he's got to do right now is drive that ball to the outfield, pick up that runner from third.
That's a foul off the catcher. Here it comes. Takes a pitch high.
That's a good changeup in that situation. Try to make that batter go fishing.
Line sharply and through, a base hit. And he scores the first run of the game. Safe at second. A bases clearing double.
That double is a huge lift for this team for two reasons. First, he cleared the bags, and second, now he's on second base and somebody can score him.
Next up, Manny Ramirez. There aren't many holes in this righty's swing when he's up against right-handed pitching. Changeup misses in.
Okay, the scouting report tells me that that runner will not be rounding third on a hit to right field. That guy out there's got one of the best arms in the league.
Okay, I missed like all of that last restart. What happened?
Not a whole lot.
A ball.
Okay.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider at the letters.
Denny Hamlin won. I just don't really have much else I can tell you.
Strike three sends him back to the dugout with nothing to show for that AB.
Well, he's got to be more selective. There were two strikes. That was ugly.
Next at the plate.
Well, I had to deal with my mother being a drama queen like normal, so
Man
that was
on
fun.
second with 2 outs. Pitch misses for a ball. Taken for a ball. He's batting .299 with 22 long balls and 87 RBIs. Misses outside. He walks him on 4 pitches.
Oh, it's too bad he walks this guy. He just lets him get away.
Stepping in, Trot Nixon.
So Tim, got any YouTube videos to queue up here? Or
0-1 the count.
What?
have any YouTube videos queued up here? Or?
The bat went through the zone.
No, well, we haven't done the whole YouTube thing in a long time. I figured we'd had a couple. I'm disappointed.
That'll do it as we go to the bottom of the inning. Score 3 that half inning.
These guys have really got to focus and stay sharp. Being in first place, you walk around with a huge target on your back.
Up next, Orlando Cabrera. If you're looking for a high average out of this righty, you're not going to find it. He's on with a leadoff single. This guy isn't great against right-handed pitching, but he does all right.
This guy's a prime candidate trying to swipe a bag right here.
On the ground. He's on first with a base hit. The next batter is Sean Figgin. He swiped 26 bases. Fouled off his foot. He got under it and popped it up. That's an infield fly.
Hey, middle, let's stay tight.
One out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Ground ball pulled down to the left side. The runner goes hard into second, out number 3, and the inning is over.
Kite, that double play was smooth as silk, just like they practice it, big boy.
With 3 innings played, the score is 3-0.
Now batting, the catcher.
This guy doesn't seem to have his best stuff out there at all.
But I'm gonna hop off here and get some my tools all organized before my move next week.
He tipped it foul.
But I'm Ohio. Got a job at the Cadillac dealership. Doing the same shit I already do at $12 per hour plus 40% commission, which rounds out to about between $600 and $800 a week.
3-2.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter.
But I'll be making more money doing the same shit I already do. But with that, I'm outie. Later.
This guy from both sides of the plate, he puts up better numbers batting left-handed. Dirksen takes high for a ball. And the pitch taken for a ball. No swing.
He's been pretty wild on the mound so far today. Just look at his ball strike count.
They check down at third. He offered at the pitch, so it's a strike. They asked the third base umpire if he swung. Most years, this hitter doesn't hit for a high average. Pitch taken for a ball. No one on and 2 outs. Fastball tails outside for a ball. He's batting .261 with 10 home runs and 68 runs batted in. The count is 2-2. 1, 2, 3, and the inning is over. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the score is 3-0. Next up, Vladimir Guerrero. He delivers. Hit to center field. He's got it.
He didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over, got under it, made an easy play.
This righty would like to add a couple of points to his average. Taken for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch is hit to right field. Nixon makes the routine catch.
Got a nice pitch there to get the fly ball. Nice work.
Next at the plate, Carlos Delgado.
Hey, 2 down out here.
The ball is hit right back up the middle. He's on first with a base hit.
That's a good curveball, but he's all set up for it, man. Great hit.
Swings and misses 0-1. He swiped 17 bases. 2 outs. Swings and misses. It's now 0-2.
Great pitch on the black. Would have been a called strike even if the batter didn't swing through it.
1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. With 5 innings left to play, the score is 3-0. Stepping in, Jason Varitek. Out of the zone, that's a ball. Taken for a ball. Pitch taken for a ball. And he's got it.
He was able to make a play on that line drive because he got a good read on the ball when it came off the bat. Great reflexes there, big boy.
When this batter faces a right-handed pitcher, it's like hitting off a tee.
This guy loves to turn on balls in under his hands.
Out of play. No swing, he checked in time. That's a one-out single.
This guy can't get anybody out. They better call that pin soon or risk even more runs being scored.
First pitch.
This guy could steal a bag with the best of them. He could be going on this game.
And another strike, it's 0-2. Fastball outside. He puts it away.
Hey, that's a great play on a very tough line drive. That's one of the toughest balls in baseball to judge.
Changeup high for a ball.
Okay, this guy can flat out swipe a bag. He's got a good situation to go on here. Let's see what happens.
Taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Fastball misses upstairs. Swing and a miss. The pitch is taken out to right. Makes the catch to record the out. After 4.5, the score is 3-0. The 7, 8, 9 hitters will be coming up. That ball is driven deep, and you can forget it.
Hello, sirs.
There was no doubt about that. You see that thing was out of here the second it hit the bat.
Yes, I feel like I had a rough day.
If James Hitchcock hadn't been bad today, I would have believed me. You're only beating me by 3 months.
I believe it.
Angels have someone tossing in the bullpen.
I scored 60 this week. You got 91. Zach's at 14.
Up next, Orlando Cabrera.
My team killed me too. Usually my team's finishing 1 and 3 every week. I have Leclerc and Hamilton.
Taken for a ball.
He's got
BS
Racing.
Racing.
On the season.
Who is who?
He hits it towards first. He's looking for his second hit of the day.
Football, Tony. Who's the Maryland Mansons? Okay, so just learn the team names.
Are you in the playoffs yet, or are you coming close? Oh God! Freaking Anaheim.
And it's 1-2.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He didn't go through the zone with that swing. Waiting on the 2-2 pitch. Now 3-2. The catch is made by the second baseman.
Kipe, he didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over and got under it, made an easy play.
At bat with a single, Sean Stiggins. That's another base hit.
Hey, he throws up a fastball that the batter was ready for, and he hit it hard.
One ball and no strike.
Like, this dude just knows how to steal a bag. He studies film, he studies pitchers, and he can be trying to apply all that right now.
Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. On the ground, that's through the hole. He's headed to third. That'll do it for the Angels in the 5th inning.
That whiplash sound you hear is the ball coming from Trot Nixon's arm
The next batter is David
to
Ortiz.
third base.
Out of the zone, that's a ball. Taken for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Pitch misses. 3 balls and no strikes. They ask the third base umpire if he swung. Stepping in, 1 for 2, Trot Nixon. Fastball misses in.
They're going to have to do something out there. Some of these pitches ain't even close.
Ground ball to the right side. They turn 2.
Now there's a great example of the defense picking you up. They turned a sweet double play right there.
The Angels are getting their bullpen ready.
Had pizza for lunch.
There's more than just
Pepperoni and sausage.
Against right-handed pitchers than this guy. Fastball outside. One ball.
Sausage bits and spicy sausage. Went for the full-blown clogged arteries. Give me as much red meat as you can.
That one's foul, but it looks like there's some room. And with that, the side is retired. Going into the bottom of the 6th, the score is 3-1.
Those check swing hits are so annoying.
Next up, Vladimir Guerrero. This batter can flat out hit right-handed pitchers.
Look, it's Vlad Senior.
Way back and gone.
Oh God! Oh no! No!
Everybody knew it was a
Oh God! Did you see Vinny Testaverde's son just got signed? Vincent Testaverde, signed by the Bucks.
Swing and a miss.
If he even makes the roster, it'll be crazy.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a close pitch called a ball.
God, he looks like his dad too. Jesus.
The fielder is trying to run it down. He's on with a single.
Oh no!
Hey, great hitters have a knack for finding holes and getting base hits.
Stepping in, 1 for 2, Carlos Delgado.
Frickin' California, Anaheim Angels.
He's on his way to third.
Usually that always nails the pitcher and like hurts them. Knocks him down. Oh my! Whoa!
I don't think the runner's going to be stopping at third. The ball's hit the center field. It's not
What is the extravaganza race? Did you see I have a functioning wiki set up for the series?
Nobody out.
Yeah, I got super bored one night, so...
Gathers it in with his glove. And a run comes home. The game's tied at 3.
No! Oh... He just held the ball a little too long. It's the angle. Thought it was gonna work.
He squeezes it for the out.
Kochman. Frickin' Kochman.
He didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over.
Frickin' Damon.
Stepping in 1 for 2, Orlando Cabrera. A ball.
This runner can read pitches like nobody's business,
You know,
so I wouldn't be surprised to see
You don't
him
realize how old the game is until you see the Montreal Expos logo on a player.
Damon makes the routine catch.
And you're like, wait a second.
Got a good jump on the ball for that. Got underneath it, made an easy play.
Whoa, holy crap. Yeah, you think that's a human back there. It's actually a kangaroo.
First and third with 2 men down.
Taught him how to catch.
Pitch it out to center. And the side is retired.
Oh, Damon, he's like, man, for Christ's sake. Yeah, give me a
Five,
break.
The game's tied at 3. Dirksen steps into the batter's box. A 3-pitch strikeout. Base is empty with 1 out. Taken for a ball. Pitch misses for a ball.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind, but so far the batters are taking these pitches.
Down low for a ball. Hitters count 3-1. It's a full count. He delivers. Walk number 7. It's safe to say he has no idea where the ball's going. Next at the plate, Jason Varitek.
Partner, this would be a great time to lay one down and move that runner over.
Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0. Takes a tailing fastball.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind, but so far the batters are taking these pitches.
Is in there for a strike to even the count.
Pitcher said come and get it, but the batter could not find that slider.
Gathers it in with his glove. Save! That's a fielder's choice. The manager wants a bit of a clarification on that last call. He's really given the ump a piece of his mind, but it doesn't look like he's going to be ejected. Damon steps into the batter's box. Pickoff play.
I will send it in the flat rate shipped from USPS. It'll get there stale and old in 6 days. Actually, I probably wouldn't do that one because they probably fly it. So 2 days. There we go.
At bat with 3 runs batted in already, Mike Lowe. A ball. The home plate ump asked for help at first. The delivery. 2 ball, 2 strike count. That's the 3rd out, stranding runners on 1st and 2nd. Hey, partner, it's time now for the 7th inning stretch. Didn't you sing recently at Wrigley Field?
Oh, I sure did. When I was in the league, I could pitch in front of 50,000 people, but that was like throwing in my backyard. Singing to take me out to the ball game at Wrigley, I was scared to death.
Right back.
Stepping in 2 for 3, Sean Figgins. Line drive, right field. He's rounding first. He's out. The corners are close to the line. Ellis takes one inside. And the pitch. Back up the middle. There's another single.
Got a good pitch to hit right there, and he put it in the outfield for a single.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero. Hit on the line the other way. He's on second with a double.
That's good enough to move him up 90 feet. Good execution.
The Angels have a pair of righties up in the bullpen. The skipper has pulled the infield in. Pitch taken for a ball. He's hitting .230 with 18 home runs and 48 runs batted in. Misses outside. Taken for a ball.
Deep fly ball should be good enough to score that runner on third base.
He walks him on 4 pitches.
Walks always seem to come around to hurt you. He falls behind the batter and just never gets back into the bat.
Up next, Carlos Delgado.
I'm back.
Takes a pitch high.
Oh dear. Sir Tim, are you there?
He hits it hard to center field and deep. Damon makes the grab for the out. The runner scores on the sacrifice fly.
Well, that's a great at-bat right there. Hit the ball in the air of the outfield, scored a run.
It's undoubtedly the hardest announcement I've ever had to make. Tim is not here right now. Oh, God. Joke's on you, buddy.
Do we have a problem here, sir?
Tim, I was going to ask you how warm it was there today, but I then looked it up and realized that it was thunderstorming.
They're going to the righty, Scott Doman.
I can't hear you.
I'm confused. I don't know what happened.
I was gonna ask you what the weather was like there today, if it was warm again, because like the heat.
93 and sunny.
Yeah, it's 105 today.
How fun!
Pull the bat back in time.
I think I think yesterday was 108. Yeah, the house is at 72 degrees, so I am okay. Our electric bill will be about $700.
Down he goes.
No, it'll probably be like $500 this month. Yes, it's 104, but it feels like 107.
Boston trails by 1.
At least it's only 20% humidity. That's
this game
it's just dry
you
heat.
by EA Sports.
Yesterday it was 105 with 60% humidity. I feel like people were dying here. I was up in the mountains, so.
Stepping in 1 for 3, Manny Ramirez.
Poor people in Europe. It's like 104 degrees there, and it's like in their lifetime it's never been that hot. Damn Americans in their AC.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Pitch misses for a ball.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the
Does it ever get that hot up in the Northeast?
He opens up on one and hits a line drive. The corners are guarding the line.
Just in like maybe the 90s. They're still pretty warm.
Ortiz watches a ball away.
Looked like the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches. The pitcher
I will visit the lovely Eastern Coast states someday and provide a quality Dover review.
He checks his swing.
He went around, Kai, but the ump felt he did.
A ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
That's in foul ground, but he should have room. In foul territory, makes the catch. Coming to the plate with one single today, Trot Nixon.
Come on, Trot. No relation to Dick. Yes. Could you imagine if you went by, ladies and gentlemen, President Dick Nixon?
After 7.5, the Angels lead by only 1 run. Bottom of the order coming up.
I always forget he was born in California, lived in California.
They got him. At bat with a
pretty
single,
much.
Orlando Cabrera.
Yeah.
Hit to center field. Damon makes the catch for the out.
Kai, he didn't get all that ball. The fielder strolled over, got under it, and he's a play.
He's batting .278 with 8 long balls and 69 RBIs. Up the middle. He reaches with a single.
Well, the pitcher obviously didn't disguise that changeup well enough because the batter was waiting all over for it.
Joan Figgins.
Hit to left field. Ramirez should have no problem.
He picked that ball up right off the bat and camped under it for an easy out. This is a good move, Kite, because right-handed hitters have some trouble picking up off-speed pitches from right-handed pitchers.
Oh, yeah. Hey, to sub in Frank Thomas.
It's the last inning, and it's still anybody's ball
Hey,
game.
isn't that Frank Thomas?
1 ball and no strike.
The bigger nerd. Oh, Spears.
2 balls and no strike.
pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
He's going back at the track, the wall, over the wall for a home run.
Whoa!
He located his pitch perfectly. The batter was looking for it in the same spot.
That ball is gone. This actually sounds pretty good.
Oh, I said to Kevin, this is what the song should have been.
Strolls to the plate.
I agree. If this was the song, it would have fit the movie so much better.
Pitch misses for a ball.
I
He's
just
batting
been thinking someone needed to do that
with
remix.
4 home runs and 40 runs batted in. Two ball, 1 strike count.
God, this guy is just straight throwing gas.
The pitch is hit up the middle.
Jesus.
He's on with a single.
He's going to have to hit the spots with his fastball or he's going to get ripped all day long. Right now is where you see the manager's wheels spinning. To bunt or not to bunt?
Yeah.
No swing.
Well, at least you're about to get to your top of your lineup again.
Sends it foul. He pulls a ground ball to the right side.
A base hit will score the go-ahead run from second.
The next batter is Jason Varitek. Pitch taken for a ball. High for a ball. It's a hitter's count, 3-0.
If the hit goes to right field, they may not want to run. The right fielder's got a cannon for an arm.
And he takes the walk.
Ooh, nice.
Didn't like that one, and it's a ball, 1-0.
Infield's got to think about playing a double play depth right now.
Why does Johnny Damon look homeless in this game?
Three balls and 1 strike. He swiped 37 bases. The go-ahead run scores. That's an RBI single.
Holy crap!
Shows a little heart fighting this one out and getting hit. Hey, partner, if the pitcher can keep the ball low in the zone, he might be able to induce a ground ball to start, too.
Oh, God. That sounds interesting.
I figured you'd like this one better than running in the 90s or Night of Fire.
The other way means he's late.
Jeez. Organs sound so weird, but like they sound a good weird.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Next up, Manny Ramirez. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Taken for a ball. Hit to center field. Third out, we go to the bottom of the inning. After 8.5, the Red Sox lead by 1 run. This righty is one of the
That's got to be like a digital organ, right?
I can send you Running in the 90s definitely being played on a real organ if you want that.
To face the right-handed hitter is a good
Oh
move.
God.
I went down that rabbit hole after I ran across a video that was the Song of Storms from Zelda played on an organ. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Here you go.
Hit towards the shortstop. Out! Stepping in 2 for 4, Vladimir Guerrero. Yanked to the left side. Fouls it off.
God, the comment section. When you're late to church.
He goes out to right. Nixon puts it away.
Yes, just like Trot Nixon.
The ball game is over. Doman picks
Oh
up
my
the
God,
win.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe
the
it.
loser.
He hit a line drive to
Fulton
third
picks
base.
up the
It's
save.
caught. He's out.
Boston Red Sox
The game is
win it by
over.
1.
Unbelievable. Look at that mustache. He's like, how the hell did they win? He did. Like, he looked genuinely confused. Like, he was looking around. That sounds weird.
I forget how long it takes for that song to even kick in. Oh, a bell cover? Yes. Oh, this isn't paying bells. I'm disappointed. This guy has all sorts of interesting covers of songs. When you need to get to your Atari on time.
Yes. Tony, did you see AJ Green tore ligaments in his ankle? 6 to 8 weeks. He'll probably be a late round draft pick in fantasy. Yes, he is. Everybody's angry because I guess the field was in subpar condition and he ended up messing up his ankle because of the field.